People whose marriages lasted hours. When did you realize? I knew I'd made a mistake the moment my new husband's phone lit up during our wedding reception. He was in the bathroom, but the notification caught my eye. It was from a contact saved as work wife Amy. The message preview said, "Can't wait until the honeymoon's over so we can..." I didn't even finish reading it before my stomach flipped. Just hours earlier, I had said "I do" to Anthony, my boyfriend of 3 years. We'd dropped $35,000 on that wedding, drained both our savings, and my dad had taken out a second mortgage just to help pay for the venue I'd always dreamed of. I told myself I was being paranoid. Maybe work wife was just a cringy nickname. Maybe I was spiraling. But during our first dance, I noticed Anthony kept checking his watch. When I asked him about it, he mumbled something about jet lag from our upcoming flight to Bali. Around midnight, with the party still going strong, I slipped away to our honeymoon suite to grab my phone charger. That's when I heard it, moaning, from the supply closet right next to our room. I froze, and then I heard his voice, laughing. My hands were shaking as I opened the door. There he was, pants around his ankles, with Amy, our wedding coordinator. Yep, the same Amy who had helped us plan this perfect day for the past 6 months. The same Amy from the text. Her face was red. His was worse. I didn't scream, didn't cry. I just took a photo, then walked straight back down to the ballroom where my dad was. "Princess, what's wrong?" he asked when he saw my face. "Remember that wedding insurance policy you insisted on?" I said calmly. "The one I said was a waste of money? I need your help filing a claim." Anthony tried stopping me in the hallway, grabbed my arm, tried to explain, but my dad's lawyer friend was already on the phone telling me not to say a single word to him. The next morning, Anthony was passed out in our honeymoon suite. I was in a law office. Turns out Amy wasn't just any wedding coordinator. She was Anthony's actual wife of 6 years. Yeah, they'd been running the same con for years. Anthony would target rich girls, charm them, propose fast. Amy would pose as the helpful wedding planner. They'd charge a fortune, then split the money post-divorce. Amy handled all the vendors and payments to keep it clean. Anthony would vanish on the honeymoon, claiming some work emergency, and the bride would be left with the bill and the heartbreak. They'd hit 7 women before me. Every one of them had a different version of the same horror story. But here's where they screwed up: the insurance policy. My dad, being the overly prepared man he is, insisted we get wedding fraud protection. It covered everything, not just the ceremony, but any damages caused by deception. I filed a claim and handed over all the receipts, texts, and the photo I'd taken in the supply closet. The insurance company launched a full investigation, and within 2 days, Anthony and Amy were arrested at the airport, trying to board a flight to Venezuela. They'd already moved my wedding money to an offshore account. Didn't matter. The fraud team traced every penny. My marriage lasted exactly 16 hours. But 3 months later, I got a check for $150,000, double what we spent on the wedding. I used part of it to start a wedding planning business. Ironic, I know. But my niche? Background checks on grooms. Business is good. The rest went to my dad. He just smiled and said, "See, your old man knows how to protect his girl." Last week, I got a collect call from prison. It was Anthony. Wanted to know if I'd accept the charges. I declined. Some marriages aren't worth saving.